Officer, your logistics and supply officer, 22nd NGR, your host and master of the ceremony. So to begin with, may I request Chief Petty Officer Ed Harero, Philippine Navy Reserve, Chief Master at Arms, 22nd Naval Group Reserve, to lead us in prayer, to be followed by the mass singing of Philippine National Anthem. Saglit lang, ma'am. Ano ko lang yung speaker.
Let us power. Lord, they fight and pandemic that we are facing. You are there. Thank you for this moment. That we wala ko. Fire and to end we are grateful for the guide and entire command group. We are thankful of support. But all of the staff of the participation for and so that we can make for the common good and high moral of entire personnel. We are blessed that you bestow us, O Lord, with a beautiful heart and caring soul who is in need and less fortunate, empowering us so that we can share more to the needy one. God, please heal our land, heal the people, get coronavirus, new sad COVID appear so that we can live normally, happy and healthy, and you. Nothing is impossible. Lord, we are asking and seeking your presence to be the center of this of all things we be possible, and surely we will succeed. Hear our prayer. We give our Christ our Savior. Amen. Okay, ma'am, that's enough to our prayer. Ma'am Jordan.
Let's wait lang, no?
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Open.
So, once again, good Navy morning to everyone, and welcome aboard to our virtual activity via Google Meet in real time. At this moment, the Deputy Commander of 22nd NGR will give his welcome remarks. Let us all welcome Commander Nonobien C. Ermitaño, Philippine Navy, MNSA Reserve. Sir.
Thank you. Pleasant morning to all of you. Commander Reynaldo Rosas, officers of the 22nd NGR, especially the commanders of the NSRs and the HHSG. Comrades, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to today's event, the traditional New Year's call to the commander. It's really heartening to see all of you who have taken time to punctuate your weekend routines and set aside other priorities to show up. While meeting you in person in the pre-pandemic fashion is still infinitely better than seeing you online, just the same, you have showed up to participate. And that tells a lot about your commitment to the Reserve Force. And I am quite happy and honored to welcome you. Today's event, as we all know, is the first that we are holding under the leadership of Commander Rosas. And quite hopefully, it will be the first of many. Panalangin ko po na tayo'y magtatagal pa sa pagsasamahan natin sa ating paninilbihan. Of course, today's event, which in my reckoning is somewhat historic, has been organized by an indefatigable group led by elements of our G1, and I wish to acknowledge the effort invested in ensuring that this event does take place. This event, after all, is a platform for communicating with each other to see what we have done together, what we still need to do together, and what we could do much better together. We have been gathered here today chiefly for three reasons. One, we shall be giving recognition and thanks to all those individuals and groups who have provided us help and resources, capacitating us well enough to undertake the many tactical activities last year. It's only fitting that we express our heartfelt gratitude to them as we look back to the year that was. A year that so many of us in action, in tandem with local governments across our areas of responsibility. A year that so many of us immersed in a great many risky operations geared towards pandemic response. Nararapat lamang po siguro na tayo magpakita talaga ng pagpapasalamat. Ipakita po natin na ang 22nd NGR ay hindi marunong makalimot sa mga taong at mga institusyong tumulong po sa kanya. 2. We will be hearing our esteemed commanding officer give a retrospective assessment of what we managed to do last year in the face of the many constraints and challenges that bedeviled the 22nd. Knowing how well we did what we did is important, so that moving forward this year, we would have a much better handle on how we all could do much better. 3. We will also be hearing our esteemed commanding officer speak in broad brushstrokes about the plans for this year. He knows only too well that we cannot rest on our laurels, and there's still much that we're expected to do, notwithstanding those constraints and challenges that continue to bedevil us. As volunteer public servant in military uniform, we have to keep defining our role so that we can optimize our contribution. And it is to the credit of our commanding officer that he knows where, that is, in which direction he will be taking the 22nd NGR. Like any good captain of a seagoing vessel, he has charted a destination for us. Today's event paves the way for the way forward, and it's imperative that we keep our sights on how, as elements of the 22nd NGR, we can bring more honor to the Reserve Corps under the leadership of our commanding officer by continuing to seek to make a difference in our capacity as a different breed of volunteer public servants in military uniform.
Paano mute to?
We have much ground to cover during today's event, and I want us to get started.
Mute.
Again, welcome to all of you. Let's get it on. Thank you, and once again, good morning.
Okay, thank you very much, sir, for
Good morning, fellow sailors. Our keynote speaker for today graduated from Christ the King Mission Seminary with a bachelor's degree in philosophy in 1994 and pursued his special studies in theology at the Maryhill School of Theology in 1995. He earned a master's degree in public administration in 2003 from the University of Santo Tomas. In 2010, he attended a graduate diploma course in corruption prevention at the Development Academy of the Philippines as a United States Agency for International Development or USAID scholar, and he graduated with honors. He attended in 2014 a professional diploma course on effective management and good governance through total quality management as official Philippine government representative to the Malaysian Technical Cooperation Program in Melaka and Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. He was adjudged as best participant and was awarded the professional membership of the Institute of Management Specialists of the United Kingdom. He was also conferred in 2018 the degree of Masters in National Security Administration (MNSA) by the National Defense College of the Philippines (NCP). Way back in 2007, he was sent to the Federal Republic of Germany as a member of the Philippine delegation to deliver a lecture on corruption prevention. From 2011 to 2017, he was the chairman of the board of directors of the Malacanang Employees Cooperative. And since 2003, he has been a part-time lecturer at the Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Maynila, special bachelor's degree program in public administration. He attained civil service professional eligibility in 1998 and in 2012 passed the career executive service written examination. He was the division chief chief in the office of the president from 2001 to 2019 and was appointed by President Rodrigo Duterte last July 2019 as Director 4 of the Department of Tourism. He was one of the recipients of the Outstanding Alumnus Award of the NDCP during its 56th founding anniversary and alumni homecoming in 2019. Our keynote speaker is married to Miss Marie Aubrey Rosas and is a father to Pauline Rain and Carl Ray Rosas. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow sailors, let us welcome our keynote speaker, Commander Reynaldo M. Rosas, MNSA.
Thank you so much, Lieutenant Commander Suligwin. Do you hear me clearly?
Hi, sir.
Hi
Okay.
there.
Hi, sir.
Thank you.
Hi, sir.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the first Commander's call, no, for the 22nd NGR. I am happy that hindi tayo napigilan ng pandemic for making this activity possible for all of us, and this activity is more beneficiary to our colleagues and comrades on board, no, and currently in the other side of the world, no, yung mga nasa ibang bansa. Before, kapag meron tayo mga assembly, ang nakaka-attend lang yung mga nandito sa Manila, no? But now, because of this virtual platform, everyone can attend, no? Unless wala tayong internet connections. But I'm pretty sure that everyone of us, lahat tayo ay meron ng access, no, with internet, considering that a lot of us are working from home because of the current situation. Thank you so much for attending, no, this commander's call, and I'm happy to deliver to you the accomplishment of 22nd NGR for 2020, no. So thank you very much, Commander Suligwin, for the generous introduction. Commander Suligwin is my classmate, no, sa Development Academy of the Philippines in 2010, no, when we are still young government employees, no. Pero ngayon, tingnan mo naman, matatanda na tayo, no. That was sa 2010 pa, no. So that was 11 years ago. And magkasama pa rin kami ngayon dito sa 22nd NGR. So ladies and gentlemen, I am very happy to give you the accomplishment of the 22nd NGR for 2020. No, it started. Everything started in January when Taal volcano erupted. That was when we coordinated with the Ateneo de Manila, particularly with Father Manoling Francisco, who is a friend of mine, and we offered, no, at that time we don't know how to assist, no, the victims of Taal volcano eruption. We are just waiting for the instruction from the higher headquarters on what to do and what to offer, no, as an assistance. But I happened to talk to Father Manoling Francisco, and I offered to assist in the relief operations of the Tanging Yaman Foundation, which he welcomes, no, and appreciate, and entrusted the 22nd NGR NFR NCR the hauling and transportation of relief goods from Ateneo de Manila University to the areas of Batangas and other surrounding vicinity affected by the Taal volcano eruption. Let me share with you some of the pictures.
Sir, you want to present?
Yes, please.
Sige sir, i-stop presenting ko muna.
Thank you.
Kasi hindi nagpuputol-putol.
Yeah. Galing.
Resulta. Sa resulta.
Okay na, nakikita niyo na ako?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
So,
sir.
slide. Nakikita.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this was the picture during our visit to Father Manoling Francisco in Ateneo de Manila University with Captain Norman Viola, the commander of NFR NCR, and LCDR Suliguin. So this is our first activity with the Tanging Yaman Foundation where we offered our assistance to haul and transport all these relief goods to the areas of and surrounding vicinity affected by the Taal volcano eruption. So in partnership with the Tanging Yaman Foundation, the 22nd NGR led the conduct of humanitarian assistance and disaster relief operations during the Taal eruption. And mindful of our safety and the risk of life, we faced the Taal volcano and possess an imminent danger at alert level 4. The 22nd NGR and its men commits themselves in the accomplishment of various HADR in the affected areas. Merong nakabukas na mic, kasi patay po, masakit sa tenga. Pakipatay, yan. Okay, thank you. Pakipatay po muna lahat po ng mic para po wala pong mag-echo. Meron pa po. Paki-mute lang po lahat, please. Okay, thank you. So the 22nd NGR was able and successfully distributed 6,000 bottled water, 1,400 eco bags of assorted foods, 300 pieces blankets, 200 pieces banig, 500 packs adult clothes, toiletries, 190 sacks of rice, 180 boxes of canned goods, 80 boxes of instant noodles, 10 boxes of assorted medicines, and 2,400 liters or gallons of water to 3,000, 80 families in different evacuation centers, surrounding the eruption, the affected areas of volcanic eruption. After that, we have a series of activities pa. We haul yung mga tawag dito, mga relief goods sa Lipa, sa isang simbahan doon, sa isang seminaryo, dinala natin yun with the help of our 22nd NGR staff. Meron pa pong nakabukas na mic, masakit po sa tenga, pwede pong pakipatay.
Mic mo, Chief Biscotcho, naka-on na naman.
Pakipatay lang po, masakit sa tenga. Sorry, thank you. So last April, the 22nd NGR responded to the request of NRCen to assist in the repacking of relief goods activity at Bonifacio Naval Station, Grandstand, sa Marine Barracks. The relief goods were intended for the less fortunate communities greatly affected by the COVID-19 within NCR. So after po ng Taal Volcano, nagkaroon naman po tayo ng COVID-19 pandemic. So mas lalo pong nag-ibayo ang ang ating mga mga kasama sa 22nd NGR sa pagbigay ng kanilang mga oras para makatulong po tayo sa mga naapektuhan ng COVID-19 within our area of operations. The first activities that were entrusted to the 22nd NGR was the fumigation operations in various Philippine Navy Tactical Command posts. So in view of the extended enhanced community quarantine, or the ECQ, imposed over the entire of Luzon due to the pandemic COVID-19, the officers and enlisted personnel of the 22nd NGR under my command was tasked to conduct fumigation and misting operations to various tactical command posts of the Philippine Navy. So we conducted fumigations in Susana Heights, exit southbound, exit Philinvest Alabang exit along SLEX, Philinvest City Toll Plaza, Coastal Toll Plaza, Parañaque, Marikina Sports Complex, and Zapote Alabang Bridge to support the brave men and women of the Philippine Navy contingents in the front line, keeping them safe from mosquitoes and other pests. So the troops provided 3 sets of fogging machine, 2 sets of chemical sprayers for misting, 1 liter of chemical, 50 liters of diesel, etc. So ito yung grupo ng 223rd under the leadership of Commander Aldos, no? Kasama yan sila Commander Aldos. So ito yung pictures natin nung nandun tayo sa Marikina Sports Complex. Nandoon na naka-base yung ating mga marine contingent kung saan sila yung nagmaman ng mga checkpoint within the area of National Capital Region. So we also conducted relief operations in Tagaytay and Silang, Cavite. No, the 22nd NGR, in partnership again with Tanging Yaman Foundation, conducted relief operations as part of the Philippine Navy's COVID-19 Bayanihan response in Tagaytay City and Silang, Cavite. So the 22nd NGR provided assistance in bringing the relief goods to our kababayan in need during the enhanced community quarantine, the main strategy to stop the spread of COVID-19 pandemic. We identified the areas in Tagaytay and Silang, Cavite because these are the areas affected by the recent Taal volcanic eruption. Hindi pa sila nakakaahon noon sa volcanic ashes. Ito naman, pumasok naman yung pandemic. So, the barangays that benefited from the relief operations are Barangay Dapdap West, Barangay Iruhin East, Barangay Iruhin Central, all in Tagaytay City, and in Barangay Maitim, second in Silang, Cavite. About 2,000 families, household from those 4 barangays benefited from the conduct of this CMO. Elements of the 22nd NGR was tasked to conduct identifications of possible beneficiaries, barangay in Tagaytay City and Silang, Cavite. So the 4 barangays was still recovering from the effects of Taal volcano eruption in January 2020 were identified as beneficiaries. So after that, we did some repacking distribution of food packs for barangay bago yan, nagkaroon muna tayo ng repacking activities and distribution of relief packs to Barangay Nahaya, Victoria, Laguna. Last May, 22nd NGR assisted in the repacking of relief goods for distribution to Victoria, Laguna. So the 22nd NGR joined the caravan of COMNAB to distribute relief goods and relief packs to the less fortunate communities of Nahaya, Victoria, Laguna, who were affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. The troops proceeded to the area aboard 3 M35, 1 ambulance, 5 Philippine Navy vehicles, and 1 cargo trucks, and 1 civilian vehicles. Thereafter, a relief distribution in partnership again with Tanging Yaman Foundation. As the Tanging Yaman undertook several relief distribution during crisis situation. And related to this, the foundation entrusted NFR NCR and the 22nd NCR the distribution of relief packs in the areas of Quezon City and Manila. So the foundation assisted the Philippine Navy and the 22nd NGR specifically in donating sacks of rice, boxes of dried fish, and sacks of mongo and various vegetables to the AFP mobile kitchen. So yan yan ano. So on June 2020, 22nd NGR boarded with 2 vehicles, KM450 and minibus, and proceeded to Ateneo de Manila University to receive 2,953 ready relief packs, 134 sacks of rice, 5 sacks of mongo beans, 22 boxes of dried fish, 2 sacks of sayote, 50 kilograms of potatoes, 50 kilograms of carrots, garlics, and onions from Tanging Yaman Foundation. The relief goods were transported to BNS Grandstand as temporary storage areas. So in same month, the 22nd NGR, together with the former NRCN commander, Colonel Ferdinand Almoite, and Captain Norman Viola, the commander of NFR NCR, turned over the donations of Tanging Yaman Foundation to the office of J9 for the AFP Mobile Kitchen Feeding Program. 40 cabans of rice, boxes of dried fish, and sacks of potatoes, onions, and garlic were turned over for the AFP Mobile Kitchen. And on same month, the 22nd NGR led the distribution of 400 relief goods to Taytay Rizal. They distributed 100 packs to the affected staff of Star of Hope School, 100 packs to the senior citizens, and 20 packs to the affected staff of families and students of Smart Creative Integrated School. The 22nd NGR also provided assistance in bringing relief goods to our kababayan in need due to the effect of COVID-19 pandemic. The relief operations was conducted in Barangay 62A, Kangkong, Cavite City. So about 700 families were benefited by the civil military operations conducted by the 22nd NGR NFR. The food packs were handed over to the barangay representatives headed by Mrs. Marisa Kaling and was witnessed by representatives from the Office of the DSWD, the Office of the City Mayor headed by Mr. Dennis Bernal. So these relief operations was conducted by the 22nd NGR and participated by the elements of the Reservist Task Unit, the Naval Task Group, and NCR, who were responsible in the repacking of food packs as well as in the loading to the M35 trucks provided by the NRCN and in transporting the goods in Cavite City. So what are the significant contribution of the 22nd NGR during the COVID-19 pandemic? So the 22nd Naval Group Reserve, together with these men, signified their intention to render voluntary service to the general populace in the city of Pasay, Mandaluyong, Parañaque, Taguig, and Pateros Municipality from April 25 until today, and willingly responded to the call of duty during the novel coronavirus disease pandemic. When the President placed the entire Luzon under the enhanced community quarantine, the 22nd NGR NFR NCR under my command, together with Philippine Army, and the Philippine Air Force Reservist Battalion was immediately put under the operational control of the Naval Task Group, NCR, or the Joint Task Force. So its task is to mobilize armed forces of the Philippines Reservists and to augment with the regular force in support to NTG-NCR in the implementation of ECQ under order in order to prevent and contain the spread of COVID-19. For a more effective and efficient command and control, the NTG-NCR created the Reservist Task Group, no, with intention to empower the reservists to operate their own unit under the guidance of a regular officer designated as provincial commander. So with the creation of the Reservist Task Unit, the 22nd NGR performs dual function in the operation. We, as a 22nd NGR NFR, and your commander leads the deployment of our 22nd troops in various barangays to conduct checkpoint and patrolling, no, sa iba't ibang area. So these are the pictures of our men and women conducting checkpoints in Pasay. So as member of the Reservist Task Unit, the commander of 22nd NGR was tasked to perform the logistic officer's task. No, I was assigned as S4 to ensure the availability of the logistical requirements of the Reservist Task Unit and ensures that all the needed requirements of the deployed personnel of the 22nd NGR and the rest of the members of the Reservist Task Units are attended. So as 22nd NGR, we lead the deployment of our troops in the areas of Pasay, Parañaque, Mandaluyong, Pateros, and Taguig, where we conducted quarantine checkpoints, remind residents of the proper wearing of quarantine pass and wearing of face mask. We also conducted daily patrol in the area accompanied by the barangay chairman and the Philippine National Police personnel. The troops were also provided security personnel during the giving of social amelioration fund in various barangays and apprehend ECQ violators. So yung ating mga personnel sa 22nd NGR, napalaban talaga yung mga yan sa nung panahon ng quarantine, no? Meron pa tayong mga death threats, no, na mga natanggap, nagkaroon pa ng mga ng ano yan, ng yung mga encounter, no? Let them tell their stories, no? Kapag may time tayo, let our members of 22nd NGR share their life testimony during the time of pandemic. Talagang hindi matatawaran yung kanilang mga ginawa, no, sa pagman ng mga checkpoint, and talagang it's a risk of life, no, for them, for all of us. So our men of the 22nd NGR volunteered selflessly during the conduct of mosquito defogging and disinfection, no, to the different quarantine assistance station to ensure the safety and sanitation of the reservists deployed in the areas. So we lead the continuous distribution of personal protective equipment, personal hygiene kit, the soap, alcohol, and face mask, and food for the deployed frontliners. Okay? So unmindful of our personal health hazard, our men and women of the 22nd NGR facilitated the regular inventory of supplies, monitoring of daily mess, coordinate the daily transportation requirement for the day-to-day operations, no, to maintain the daily sanitation of the operation center, consolidate donations, regularly visit reservist task unit stations, to uplift the morale of the troops, conduct pre-deployment orientation. Yan. We receive donations on behalf of RTU. Yan. We distribute PPEs and JTF, Joint Task Force NCR patches. We visited tactical command posts to uplift the morale of the troops and further check the supplies needed. And then we continue to attend conferences. Then we distribute supplies, no? Ito yung mga pagkain, mga higaan, ito yung mga mattings, no? Floor mattings. Si PO3 Lancero nag-donate pa siya ng maraming ganito, no? Yung mga higaan ng ating mga reservists habang natutulog sila sa mga basketball court, no? Sa mga barangay hall. Yan ang buhay ng ating mga 22nd NGR during the enhanced community quarantine. Yan. So we also as a commander of 22nd NGR and as S4 of the Reservist Task Unit, we conducted pre-deployment orientation brief prior to deployment. No, we conduct lectures and information disseminations and provide assistance during the distribution of relief goods, personal hygiene, hygiene kit and face mask to the different barangays of Pasay, Mandaluyong, Parañaque, Taguig, and Pateros municipality, and as far as Taytay Rizal in support to the implementation of the ECQ, NECQ, GCQ in connection with the COVID-19 pandemic. So ito yung ating mga troop orientation. Kasama pa natin dito sila Captain Viola. Kasama natin dito yung Philippine Air Force, Philippine Marines, Philippine Army. Yan. Our staff accompanied the troops and endorsed to the Philippine National Police of Pasay and LGUs. We pick up donations from other parts of the Metro Manila, Minondo. Ito yung mga taga-APRESCOM. I was the one giving them the orientation. We give them the PPEs. Yan. Then we go around the areas to distribute PPEs in the areas of Mandaluyong, Pateros, Taguig, Parañaque, and Pasay. The staff went to distribute logistical requirements to the troop deployed in the AOR, accompanied by si Captain, ano nga ba to? Yung dating command in the NRCen and Commander NRCen. Sino yung Commander NRCen? Si N9 ngayon, si N9.
Captain Cortesano, sir.
Ayun, sumasama siya, no? Si Captain Cortesano. He always joined the troops, no? In the distribution of different logistical support, no, to our reservists. This is one of the briefing and the briefing of the Philippine Army deployed in Taguig City. No, your commander conducted briefing on the guidelines for the implementation of MECQ to all deployed troops in Mandaluyong, Pateros, Taguig, Parañaque, and different barangays of Pasay City. So yan, ito mga karamihan dyan, mga Army, Air Force, no? At may mga ilan tayo na mga 22nd NGR na nandito at saka yung mga Philippine Marines. And then we have as logistic officers of the Reservist Task Unit, the 22nd NGR receives various donations, no? So ito yung mga donations in one of the hauling of donations, no? We received 434 vegetable packs, 720 pieces of cream dory, and 300 pieces chicken para ito pagkain, no, ng ating mga deployed reservists during the MECQ. Galing ito kay Speaker Cayetano, I think. So yan yon. Yan yung ating mga 22nd NGR personnel. Yan sila. And then this is the distribution, no? This is the distribution of the vegetables. Okay. So realizing that our reservice has done so much for the country, the 22nd NGR initiated the distribution of relief packs for the reservist personnel under the RTU. With the approval of the commander of NFR, Captain Norman Viola, the 22nd NGR and the commander of NRCEN donated 300 packs of 5-kilo rice, mongo, and dried fish to the NTG for distribution to all reservists who ended their tour of duty. Okay. So to boost the morale of the deployed reservist troops, the 22nd NGR initiated the distribution of relief packs and other basic essentials for the consumptions in the different reservist stations. So these are the pictures of our relief operations in Taytay, no? 22nd NGR in partnership with Tangiyaman Foundation and the Reservist Task Unit, Naval Task Group. Kasama natin dito ang Air Force, no? Kita nyo may Air Force pa tayong kasama. Ito si Lancero. Paboritong kunan ng picture tong si Lancero eh. Ito mga relief goods, no? We distributed boxes of medical kits at different barangays and pateros. Ito naman yung galing sa mga galing sa kay General Manzano from the Philippine Marine Reserve, no? Binigay nila sa atin yung task to distribute in different barangays sa Katuparan, Taguig. Nagpunta rin tayo. At ito naman si Lieutenant Colonel Jude Ejercito turning over boxes of alcohols and other PPEs. Ito yung masigasig na donors natin from the Philippine Air Force, no? During that time of ECQ. And this is our 22nd personnel, NGR personnel, preparing for the repacking of rice and mongo for the troops scheduled pulled out, no? So yung mga end of tour na, yung mga end of duty na ng mga reservists natin, pinapabaunan natin sila ng bigas, munggo at tuyo pag uwi sa kanilang mga pamilya para after ng kanilang duty meron naman sila kahit na 5 kilong bigas na maiuwi, no? Ito, this is the activities in Cavite with Commander Aldos. This is the defogging activity in Marikina Tactical Command Post with our 22nd NGR. Ito ay defogging activity sa Barangay Katuparan. Yan, ang ating masisipag at ang ating mga bayani ng COVID-19. This is in Susana Heights, no, Alabang. Yung tactical command post ng Philippine Marines dahil masyado na daw silang malamok doon, pinatawag tayo para mag-defogging. Ayan. We have also visited and distributed PPEs and rice packs for the deployed reservists. Yung mga hygiene kits for the barangay frontliners in Addition Hills and Hulo. During this time, marami rin tayong mga reservists na nag-positive, no, sa COVID-19. So we assisted them, hindi natin sila pinabayaan. Yung ating mga staff from the 22nd NGR continue to provide assistance, no, by bringing them foods and other essentials, no, during their quarantine period. Marami tayong mga nag-positive at kinwarantine natin. Ang mahalaga lang, walang nalaga sa ating hanay at gumaling agad sila, no? Ito ay sa Highway Hills, no, sa Mandaluyong. Ito ginawa tong after ng deployment natin dito, yung mga nag-positive natin na mga reservists ay naiwan, ano, at iniwan natin dito dahil nag-quarantine sila hanggang 14 days hanggang sa sila ay totally nagumaling na. So we are very grateful sa mga barangay dahil pinayagan nilang gamitin quarantine facility yung kanilang barangay hall, no, yung isang area nila. And then after the COVID-19 fiasco, ito naman mga around October, nagkaroon ng mga iba't ibang activities, no, spearheaded by our star group, no. Ito na yung mga activities nila PO3 Baradas, nila Clip Mendoza, nila PO3 Rocco Nasino. So since the task group STARS is under the 22nd NGR, we assisted, no, and facilitated all the requests, no, and necessary assistance, no, para ma-accomplish successfully yung mga activities ng task group STARS. So last October, that task group STARS distributed relief packs in the areas of Tondo, no? So ito yon. And then last November, after the Ulysses, the Typhoon Ulysses, the task group STARS spearheaded the distribution and feeding program in Barangay de la Costa, Rodriguez, Rizal. So ito tayo, pinuntahan natin yung areas kung saan ang mga bahay dito ay lumubog hanggang sa bubong, no? At nakita nyo naman yung mga putik, no? Talagang lahat dito ay walang natirang mga tuyo, no? Lahat nabasa hanggang sa bubong yung tubig. Kaya hirap na hirap ang mga tao dito. Ito yung distribution of relief packs and foods for the victims of Typhoon Ulysses in Rodriguez, Rizal. And last November, the task group STARS also and the 22nd NGR conducted relief distribution and feeding program in San Mateo, Rizal. So this is the evacuation centers in Rodriguez, Rizal. Ayan. And then again, November, we have relief distributions and feeding program at Provident Village, Barangay Tanyong, Marikina. The 22nd NGR and the task group STARS. Diyan pa si Simaa. Then we have relief distribution and feeding program sa Barangay Santolan, Pasig, Evacuation Center, and Concepcion 1, Marikina. And another relief distribution at Provident Village, spearheaded by PO3 Rocco Nasino and SN1 Melissa Gohing. And this was last November, relief operations in San Mateo, Rizal, no, where we distributed 1,000 relief packs, no, for 1,000 residents of San Mateo, Rizal. So andito lahat yung ating mga 22nd NGR. And then last December, we have an activity, Kayo ang Stars ng Pasko. Task Group STARS together with 22nd NGR conducted relief goods and feeding distributions in Bulacan coastal areas. Ito yung area na kailangan sumakay ka ng bangka para makarating dito sa area na to. Kasama natin dito si Governor sino nga to? Governor
Daniel Fernando po.
Daniel Fernando. Governor Daniel Fernando. And then last December 26, the 223rd, 223rd Squadron concluded the year of 22nd NGR with gift giving and sharing activity at Bautista Property, Barangay Sampaloc 4, Dasmariñas, Cavite. So ito yung gift giving na traditional gift giving activities ng 223rd. No? So ito yung nag-conclude ng ating mga activities for 2020. No? Ayan. So kung napansin niyo, we have a lot of activities for year 2020 even with the pandemic, no? Sinabi, manatili sa bahay, wag lalabas, mag-ingat at baka ma-infect. Pero ang 22nd NGR ay nasa labas at kasama sa mga frontliners na tumutulong, no? Para sa mga naapektuhan nating mga kababayan. So I am grateful to be part of this Naval Group Reserve. Isa nga sa na-experience ko, sabi na, ito yung naalala ko nung during the pandemic, sabi sa akin ng aking boss, mukhang mas marami ka ng oras na naibibigay sa Navy kesa sa iyong trabaho. No? Kasi nakikita nila sa ating mga activities talagang sobrang dami. Sabi sa amin sa opisina, work from home, walang lalabas, pero ako nasa labas, no? So hindi may iwasan, kailangan nating tumulong, kailangan nating suportahan ang ating personnel sa 22nd NGR in fulfilling our mission, no, to assist and help our affected people, no. So this coming 2021, magiging mahirap para sa atin, no? Ang magkaroon talaga ng mga face-to-face activities, yung mga present talaga na dapat ay nandoon tayo. Because ngayon talagang established na yung guidelines, yung protocols, no? Yung mga health protocols na ngayon kung kailangan mag-meeting, eto na tayo, no? Pwede na tayong magkita-kita sa pamamagitan ng online platform. So hindi na natin pwedeng sabihin na hindi natin magagawa na mag-meeting at magsama-sama ng hindi tayo magkikita-kita. Ito na yan, na-establish na natin yan na pwede, no? Pwedeng mangyari at pwede tayong magkaroon ng mga successful activities katulad nitong ginagawa natin. We are almost about 80 personnel on board. At marami tayong pwedeng pag-usapan, marami tayong pwedeng ma-accomplish with this kind of platform. But of course, with the vaccine, no? Kung magkakaroon ng vaccine for the first quarter or second quarter ng taong 2021, so malaking magbabago sa ating mga activities. So for the meantime, we will just limit, no, our plans, no, sa mga virtual activities natin. Like today, we have the traditional New Year's call to the commander of 22nd NGR. This is virtual, no? And then let's have a virtual quarterly general meeting of key personnel, no? First quarter, second quarter for April, third quarter for July, and the fourth quarter for October. So for the key personnel, expect na we will continuously make kulit, no, sa lahat sa inyo, kahit kayo ay on board, kahit kayo ay nasa abroad. We will demand for your time to participate in our quarterly meeting to discuss issues and concerns for the 22nd NGR. And then there is a proposal for Ensign Castaño for an open water diver and advanced open water diver course for 22nd NGR HSG DRRU members. This will be for March and April. Every Saturday only, 10 sessions, venue to be announced. So ngayon, since I am from the tourism industry, I know that the diving sectors are now open, no? Actually, may mga ongoing webinars ngayon na nagaganap ang aming department related to diving diving related matters. So ito possible to, no? Possible ito mangyari. So but I suggest siguro you have to make coordinations with our office na lang, since nandito naman ako sa Department of Tourism. We have the commissions on scuba commission on sports scuba diving, no? Isa yung attached agency sa Department of Tourism. I suggest na magkaroon tayo ng linkage, no, sa aming attached agency. Ako ang magbibigay sa inyo ng contact person para mas maging maganda yung outcome ng activity for this scuba diving, no, open water diving and advanced divers course. Actually ako interested din ako dito, pero takot ako sa malalim, no? Pang swimming pool lang ako, hindi ako pwede sa sa open water. Okay? For the 221st Naval Squadron Reserve, you have meron silang mga mga proposed activities for January to have a virtual meeting via Google Meet. That's nice. On May, mastering of troops, venue na Brescom by May. So hopefully may mga vaccines na tayo nito by May, no? So pwede kayong mag-meet sa Nabrescom. And for April, medical mission sa Baseco, San Andres Bukid, Manila. So okay, let's see, April or May. Tingnan natin kung if we can make some linkage with my colleagues, no, sa sa Philippine Children's Medical Center na mga doktor. They are also looking for activities, no? Yung mga doctors and nurses, sabi nila, they are willing to partner with us, no? Basta merong mga medical mission. And then we also have linkage with the Coast Guard na meron din silang mga parang connection sa mga nagbibigay ng mga gamot. Yan. So tingnan natin kung partner tayo with them, Coast Guard and Philippine Children's Medical Center for this medical mission of 221st.
Thank you, sir.
Then you are proposing on October cleanup drive ng Rojas Boulevard. This is also possible. We'll just have to connect or link with the ANR kasi sila yung sila yung in charge diyan, no? Anyway, we have somebody from the ANR sa 21st NGR, si Commander Amber Hagada. She is from the ANR at siya ay very active sa mga clean-up drive. So we can have a partnership with the 21st, no, NGR and DNR with regards to this clean-up drive ng by October. And then you are also proposing to have a mastering of troops sa October sa Nabrescom. and other CMO related activities all year round. Okay? For the 2 to 3rd, you are proposing a mastering of troops on May and annual gift giving and sharing on May also. So for the CMO related activities, what is expected to all of us from the 22nd NGR is to make ourselves always available. So yun yung yun ang hinihingi sa atin ng NFR NCR. We cannot plan the CMO, no? We cannot plan the CMO. It's a thing that arises, no? When needed. For example, pag may dumating na bagyo, pag dumating yung lindol, pag may nasunugan, kapag pumutok ang bulkan. So those are things that we cannot schedule. But what is expected of us is for us to make ourselves always available, no? When the Commander NFR NCR calls for contingent for volunteers. So yun yung natin, yun yung dapat maging pananaw natin sa ating mga sarili, no? We cannot plan ahead. Sabi nga, with this pandemic, it's okay to have no plans. It's okay to have no plans. The paramount concern of the NFR NCR for every one of us is for us to make ourselves safe. Maging malusog, maging ligtas, walang sakit, at alagaan ng ating mga pamilya. Yan ang paramount concern ng NFR NCR sa atin. Manatili tayo sa ating pamilya. Let us use this pandemic as an opportunity to make ourselves available for the needs of our families. No? Makasama natin yung ating mga anak na hindi pumapasok ngayon sa kanilang mga paaralan, turuan natin sila, samahan natin ang ating asawa sa kanilang mga gawaing bahay, no? Manatili tayong ligtas sa anumang sakit. Yun ay isang malaking bagay na ipagpapasalamat ng higher headquarters kung lahat tayong mga reservists ay walang sakit at ligtas. Sapagkat pag dumating yung panahon na kinailangan nila tayo, kailangan tayong lumabas, kailangan ulit nating magbantay sa kalsada, kailangan ulit nating mag-checkpoint, no? Mag-deliver ng mga pagkain sa mga quarantine areas, malakas tayo, no? Maibibigay natin ang ating mga sarili, no, para sa ating mga pinaglilingkurang kapwa. So yun ang pinakamahalaga ngayon. Okay? So so yun lang, no? Ngayon paalala lang ulit sa lahat sa atin, manatili tayong ligtas. Kung dumating yung vaccine, ipa-vaccine tayo, no? Kung meron tayong mga kailangan, kung meron tayong mga concerns, mas maganda na we do it as as a group, no? As an institution. No? For example, kung meron magkaroon ng effort ang NFR NCR or ang NRCen or ang NABRESCOM na magkaroon ng isang mass vaccination for NFR NCR. So sama-sama tayo, no? Let's join hands na lahat tayo magpa-vaccine. Hindi individual, maghahanap tayo kung saan-saan para tayo mabakunahan, no? So mga simple lang, katulad ng napag-usapan namin ni Ensign Castaño kagabi, yung mga gustong magpalagay ng decal sa kanilang sasakyan. Kung maaari, wag na kayo magpalagay ng decal pa isa-isa. Let's use our institution, our 22nd NGR to apply for decal. Sama-sama. You submit all your application to G1, no? And then G1 will process all the application and then endorse it to NFR NCR, endorse to NRCen. So para ma-approve agad yung ating mga decal, hindi nyo kailangan pumunta pa isa-isa doon sa Nabrescom or sa office ng NRCen to apply for decal, no? Let's do it as a group, no? So kung ano pa yung inyong mga concern, your staff from G1, G2, G3, G4, and G7 are always, no, willing to assist all of you. Palagi tayong mag-communicate with one another, no? Email us, magsabi kayo sa GC, mag-chat kayo sa ating mga staff kung ano yung ating mga concerns, no? We want everybody to be in touch. We do not want anybody to be left behind, no? As I said, ngayon na we are anong ginagawa natin? We are filling out our yung table of organization. I want everybody to have designations, kahit yung mga on board. Ngayon hindi na reason na on board ako, mag-relinquish muna ako ng aking position or aking designation. Abroad ako, nasa ibang bansa ako nagtatrabaho, i-relinquish ko muna. For me, hindi na kailangan yon kasi all of us are working with this online platform, no? Kung kailangan ng mga decisions, kung kailangan ng guidance, ng guidelines, madali tayong makapag-usap online, no? Ang kailangan lang natin ay connections, internet, no? Hindi kailangan na present ka na nandito sa Pilipinas o nandito ka sa Metro Manila to be able to handle sensitive or key positions, no? Sa Naval Group Reserve. So right now, I welcome the initiative of our officers on board and abroad, no? To offer your service, to offer your time, no? Kahit online lang, no? And handle key positions in the Naval Group Reserve, 22nd Naval Group Reserve, and in your respective squadron, 221st, 222nd, 223rd. Para pagbalik ninyo dito sa Pilipinas, hindi kayo nawawala na saan ba ako pupunta, ano ba ang gagawin ko, mag-a-apply na naman, kumbaga magpaparamdam na naman ako, kukuha ba ako ng positions o hindi. No. I want everybody to handle positions according to their respective ranks, no? So nananawagan ako sa mga officers, no, to please volunteer yourselves, coordinate with our G1, coordinate with Lieutenant Idala, Ensign Castaño, coordinate with Simaa, no, to make yourselves available even online. Imagine, ako nga di ba? Nandito lang ako sa Metro Manila pero hindi naman ako makapunta sa Nabrescom, hindi ako makapunta sa NRCen, sa Port Bonifacio. Para lang din akong nasa abroad. Para lang din akong nakasakay sa barko, no? Online nga lang ako. Online lang tayo no? I give instruction, I give guidance to everyone online. So every one of us, every one of you can do that, no? You don't need to tell us na malayo ako, no? Lahat tayo nagtatrabaho. Ako din nagtatrabaho din ako, no? I am also holding sensitive position in our department. Nagtatrabaho din ako. Meron din akong ginagawa, pero ginagawan ko ng paraan para mabigyan ng panahon na makasama kayo at magampanan ng aking tungkulin bilang yung inyong commanding officer ng 22nd NGR. I hope you will all do the same thing. No? With your rank, no, for the officers, wag niyong sayangin. Wag niyong sayangin yung pagkakataon to serve, no? Especially now, now that we are experiencing pandemic. And especially now that the new normal is online platform. No? So, eto lang yan. Magagawa natin lahat ng bagay basta we are just in touch with one another, no? So para hindi kayo nawawala pagbalik ninyo dito sa Pilipinas, you are still part of 22nd NGR. So I hope after this meeting, after this commander's call, lahat kayo will communicate with G1, no? With Ensign Castaño, with Lieutenant Idala, with Sima Acanyero, and offer yourselves, offer your precious time for the 22nd NGR. Okay? So yun yung yun yung pinaka-importante natin na dapat ma-accomplish for this 2021. And then finally, again, paulit-ulit nare-remind sa atin ng ating commander ng Naval Force Reserve, si Captain Norman Biola, always observe the chain of command. Always observe the chain of command. Everybody from the 22nd NGR, you know your line, no? You should know who your Naval Squadron Commander, who is the 21st Naval Squadron Commander, 22nd, 223rd, and HHG, no? Yung DRRU natin. If you are under that squadron, all your communications, all your concerns, all your issues must go to your commander, no? And then the commander of the squadron, all your concerns, no? All your concerns must go to the 22nd NGR. No? Pupunta kayo kay Commander Suliguin, kay Commander Nolivien Ermitaño, no? They are the executive officer and the deputy commander respectively. And then we have the G staff, no? The G1, G2, G3, G4, and G7. So that the commander of the Naval Squadron should communicate all your concern to our G1, to our G staff, and to our XO and deputy commanders. Okay? At sila lahat ang mag-aakyat sa akin ng inyong mga concerns. Bakit natin kailangan itong gawin? No? For example, simple thing, no? Katulad nung pagpirma ng certificate, kung napansin niyo kanina. Kung kayo ay staff ng NGR, ako yung pumipirma ng mga certificate. Pero kung kayo ay staff ng squadron, ang nakapirma sa certificate ng inyong squadron commanders at ako. Dahil ang assumption lagi dito, ang mga squadron commanders, alam niya ang worth ng bawat miyembro ng kanyang squadron. Wala akong direct communications o hindi ko kilala yung mga members ng squadron. Maybe some of them, kilala ko personally. Pero just the same, kung kayo ay under ng squadron, your commanding officer for the squadron ang masusunod sa inyong squadron. So kung meron mga dapat bigyan ng awards, kung may mga dapat i-endorse, may mga dapat pirmahan, dapat dadaan muna sa mga squadron commanders. Ayoko kasi sanang ma-experience na meron tayong nakakaligtaan o meron tayong nakakalimutan. Ayoko na ang nagdi-decide lang ay ang G-staff or ang XO or ang Deputy Commander or ang Commander ng 22nd NGR. Lalo na pagdating sa mga awards, lalo na sa mga recognitions. So kung meron kayong mga gagawing after activity reports, dapat lahat yan dadaan sa inyong mga squadron commander para walang maiiwan. Yan yung mga nagiging problema natin before, kapag meron tayong mga awards na tatatanggap kapag lumalabas yung mga general orders at nagsa-soul graping yung ating mga kasama dahil sinasabi, bakit ako wala, nandun din naman ako. Bakit ako wala, nakarating din naman ako doon, tumulong ako. The reason why that person was left behind or was natanggal doon sa lista o nawala sa listahan o hindi na isama is because hindi dumaan sa proseso. Maaring yung mga nag-endorse lamang ay yung mga tao sa taas. No? Hindi nakita ng squadron commander na siya yung nakakaalam kung sino talaga yung mga nandoon sa mga activities na yon. Kaya ngayon, nais natin na lahat itama, no? Lahat gusto ko ay magkaroon ng active participation. Active participation meaning lahat tayo ay merong accountabilities. Kapag merong nagreklamo, hindi lang magrereklamo sa akin. Hindi lang ako irereklamo o hindi lang sa akin magagalit. Kapag may maling nangyari o may mali akong naging desisyon, hindi lang ako yung puputulan ng ulo. Isasama ko yung mga squadron commander. Diba? Kapag may mali akong decision, hindi lang ako yung mali. Kaya ako nagkamali dahil nagbigay na maling information ang mga squadron commander. So kasama ko kayo sa pupugutan ng ulo. Kaya kung pipirma ako, kailangan may pirma kayo. That is death warrant. Alam nyo ba yon? Kung ano yung death warrant? Bawat pinipirmahan natin ay meron niyang kaakibat na responsibilidad. That is accountability. Kung ako ay pipirma ng isang bagay, dapat nakapirma din kayo. Para kung ako ay bibitayin, kasama kayong bibitayin. When I signed document, I considered it as a death warrant. Kaya ang gusto ko, lahat tayo sama-sama. In that case, nag-iingat tayong lahat. In that case, lahat tayo ay magtatrabaho ng maayos. In that case, lahat ng mga aakyat na mga dokumento para i-endorse ko o para pirmahan ko ay maayos. Dahil alam ninyo na kung hindi yan maayos, kasama kayong mapapahamak. No? So, ngayon, sa mga susunod nating mga sa mga susunod nating mga activities for 2021, mahalaga na sumunod tayo sa mga guidelines, no? Kung tayo ay may activities, gawin natin agad yung mga after activity report. Kung mayroon tayong mga activities na nagagawin, kailangan gawin na natin kaagad yung ating mga implementation plan, yung ating concept of operation, yung operation plans, no? Kailangan ito maisubmit kaagad sapagkat ito ay aaprubahan pa ng NFR papunta sa NRCen. Karamihan ng mga activities natin na hindi nabigyan ng recognition is because ginawa lang natin ito pero hindi tayo nag-submit ng after activity report. Kung mapapansin ninyo, at napansin din ito ng ating commander ng NRCen, si Captain De Villa, napakaraming activities ng NFR-NCR o ng 22nd NGR. Pero bakit hindi ito na-recognize? Bakit hindi ito na-recognize o bakit kakaunti yung mga awards na naibibigay, no? Naibigay sa mga miyembro ng 22nd NGR? Of course, we are not award-driven, no? Hindi naman tayo award-driven. Nakapaglingkod tayo, we are happy, that's enough, no? Masaya na tayo na nakapaglingkod tayo, masaya na tayo na nagampanan natin ang ating mga tungkulin. Kung bigyan tayo ng award, that is bonus, no? that is only bonus. Maraming salamat kung may award. But, better if every time we have an activities, masasubmit kaagad natin yung ating mga after activity report. And mind you, for the Naval Squadron commanders, please practice your honesty and integrity in this manner. Kung sino lamang yung umattend sa activities, kung sino lamang yung tumulong para ma-prepare yung activities, please, sila lang naman ang isama natin sa mga AAR. No, wag natin isama yung mga pangalan ng mga malakas lang sa atin, yung mga bata-bata natin, yung mga kaibigan natin, kahit wala sila doon, isinasama natin sa ating mga after activity report para pag nagkaroon ng award, meron din sila. No? Ako I value honesty and integrity, no? Simula nang ako ay pumasok sa gobyerno at siguro hanggang sa paglabas ko sa gobyerno ay talagang ito yung aking pahahalagahan, no? Honesty and integrity. At gayon din ang gusto kong ipairal dito sa atin sa 22nd Naval Group Reserve, no? Let's be fair, no? Kung sino yung tumulong, sino yung nandoon, sino yung naghirap, yun ang bigyan natin ng recognition. Sino yung naghirap, sino yung tumulong, not necessarily yung nandoon physically. Yung mga gumawa, no, yung mga gumawa ng mga paperworks, yung mga nag-backstaffing, sila yung mga nasa shadow lang, sila yung gumawa ng implant, sila yung gumawa ng concept of operation, yung mga operations plan, sila yung nagtawag, nag-coordinate, sila yung mga nasa bahay lang pero hindi sila tumitigil ng ng pagko-coordinate, pagtatawag-tawag, to make sure that everything is in order, no? Kasama sila, no? Yung mga nagtrabaho, ibig kong sabihin, hindi lang physically present na nagbuhat, sumakay ng military truck, naputikan, nagpagod, nagpawis, hindi lang 'yon. Isama natin yung mga talagang nasa likod ng preparasyon. Pero yung totally na wala naman talagang ginawa, no? Yung totally na talaga na mga walang participation, pakiusap ko lang naman, wag natin silang isama, no? Let's be fair. Kung sino yung nagpagod, no? Ginamit ang utak, ang isip at ang kanilang mga katawan sa to make the activity successful, yun ang ating isama, no? So everyone, please value your honesty and value your integrity. Dahil kapag yan ay nawala, hindi na natin ito maibabalik, no? Hindi na natin ito maibabalik. Once na mabahiran tayo ng kahit na kaunting bahid, no, ng dishonesty, no, mahirap na maibalik yung tiwala ulit sa atin ng mga tao. Kaya importante na mag-ingat kayo sa inyong mga ginagawa, especially that you are not just a person na nasa inyong mga private private in your private capacity, you are also holding key positions in your company, but you are also wearing the decisions. If you think na this is the right that is the right thing to do, well, do it, no? Hindi kayo magkakamali. Okay? So with that, thank you very much everyone for listening to me. I think it's 11 o'clock na, and I almost took your 1 hour, no, para magbigay ng report sa inyo and our way ahead, no, ng mga plans and some guidelines, no, for the next 12 months of this year. Thank you so much everyone, and always keep safe at keep in touch always. Ha? Maraming salamat.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you po po.
Thank you, sir. Sir, pwede mo matanong?
Okay,
yeah, go
thank you
ahead.
very much.
Sino po yon? Sino yung nagsasalita?
Sir Lieutenant Suniga, for clarification.
Yeah, Lieutenant Suniga, yes.
Yeah, about this activity, for example, sa mga our members na gustong sumama sa activity kaya lang wala sila, nasa abroad, nasa on board, and then they sent a donation, so possible na isama sila sa list.
Yes. Yeah. Yan yung ano, no? If you will notice, no, we gave recognition, appreciation para sa ating mga donors. We all know naman na isang organizations to be able to accomplish its mission successfully, kailangan natin ng mga resources, no? Kailangan natin ng resources. Yung mga nakita ninyo na mga private donors, yan ay karamihan dyan ay private donors ng task group stars, no? Sila yung mga tumulong para magbigay ng mga ayuda doon sa mga pinuntahang area ng 22nd NGR at ng task group stars. Sila yung nagbigay ng mga ng mga pagkain, ng mga relief goods, no? Sila yung nag-offer ng mga sasakyan, at ng mga kung ano-ano bang mga mga support. So kaya binigyan natin sila ng appreciation. Yung mga membro ng 22nd na mga donors, no, na binigyan natin ng appreciation, at nagbigay din sila ng kanilang mga resources, no, na ipinamahagi din doon sa mga sa mga beneficiaries, sa mga nangangailangan. So kung merong mga ganon, no, na mga tao, mga miyembro ng 22nd NGR na who wishes to provide resources, no, yung mga donations para i-identify para doon sa para doon sa at mga activities, paki-identify nyo lang kung para saan yung inyong mga donations. Kung ang donations ba ninyo ay para doon sa activity, para sa beneficiaries, no? Kung ito ba ay ibibigay doon sa beneficiaries, doon sa pupuntahan nating lugar, or itong donations ninyo ay para doon sa ating organization, sa 22nd NGR, para meron tayong nagagamit na pambili ng papel, ng ink, pampagawa ng printer kapag ka nasisira, no? Para pambili ng mga tubig o ng pagkain para sa ating mga 22nd personnel na kapag nagtatrabaho ay nagugutom din, no? Hindi naman din tayo mga robot na kapag ka tayo ay pumunta sa area ay hindi na tayo nagugutom. So syempre para meron din tayong lakas, kailangan din natin silang bigyan kahit tinapay, biskwit, no, tubig para makatawid dun sa buong araw ng activities. So kung yun ay i-identify nyo lang, no, kung sino yung magbibigay. And of course, your names can be, no, included doon sa AAR. Kasi support 'yon Support 'yon para sa accomplishment na maging accomplishment ng activity. Sa successful accomplishment ng activities. So kasi pwede kayong masama sa mga AAR, yung pangalan ninyo. Thank you Lieutenant Suniga.
Thank you so much, sir.
Para lang din sa sa transparency and accountabilities ng mga donations, ilagay ninyo yung inyong mga donations kung ito ay in kind or amount sa GC. And then our logistic officer, si Lieutenant Kimberly Jordan, will provide you with the list, no, with the list of donations. At I will instruct, and now I'm giving instruction to Lieutenant Kimberly, no, na provide the report, no, financial report to everyone. Ilagay doon sa general natin, yung sa HQS sa GC, kung magkano na yung pera na lilikom ng ating 22nd NGR. For example, I understand na meron yata mga nag-donate para sa, akala natin na magkakaroon tayo ng face-to-face na commander's call today. Kaya yung iba nag-donate para pambili ng tubig, pambili ng tinapay, pambili ng pagkain para sa pagsasalo-salo sana natin ngayong araw na to. Pero hindi nagkaigi yun, So yung mga donations ninyo are all with the logistic officers, kay Lieutenant Kimberly. So I will suggest Lieutenant Kim to give financial status regularly, lagay lang natin magkano yung pera natin, tapos saan natin to ginagastos, yung Excel file natin para yung pera pumapasok, tapos magkano yung donations na pumasok, lagay natin another cell yung gastos natin, saan natin ginastos, sino nagbigay ng permiso para gastusin, at pag may pumasok na naman, dagdag na naman. So lagi natin lalagay yung magkano yung remaining balance ng pera ng 22nd NGR. Para alam ng lahat, transparent tayo, we will spend the money reasonably, kung saan lang pwedeng gamitin. Kailangan laging merong accountable officers na magsasabi o magbibigay ng go signal kung pwede o hindi pwedeng gastusin ng pera. Okay? So with Lieutenant Kimberly, ang pwedeng magbigay ng go signal kung pwedeng gastusin ang pera o hindi ay ang XO, ang Deputy Commander at ang Commander. Tatlo lang. Kung walang permiso ang XO, si Commander Suligwin, si Commander Nolibien at ako, hindi pwedeng gastusin ang pera. At ilagay lamang yung amount, laging lagay yung amount doon sa general, sa GC natin, para alam ng lahat kung magkano yung pera ng 22nd.
Ay, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir, for your very informative and inspiring and wonderful message. So at this moment, may I request Lieutenant Junior Grade Alejo F. Idala, Philippine Navy Reserve, our Admin Officer, 22nd NGR, to give his welcome remarks. But in behalf of Lieutenant Junior Grade Idala, Ensign Neil Michael Edwin V. Castaño, our Deputy Admin Officer, will deliver the closing remark.
Tapos na, hindi ka pa rin tapos.
Okay, mayroon po bang sound?
Wala po, ma'am.
Negative, ma'am. Negative po.
Wala po, ma'am.
Ito muna, saglit.
Okay?
Ito pa po, ma'am, naka-open.
I will repeat.
Ng Pilipinas. Ipaglalaban.
Isla na kuskus ng tila, nagsagaan na aming sinumpaan, mamumuno ng yaman ng kasaysayan. Kapayapaan sa ganaan, alay ng kunggaan. Ilang mandalayan, rigma lumalaban. Walang tagulan sa magtitingko, handang ipagtanggol ating kalayaan. Yaragan, buya, buya. Ikaw naman dirigma. Araw ano gabi, sa lupa o dagat man, kaisa tayo sa umaga. Bukong dagat na
Kung ano may balik yung pera, ano daw mag-picture na magpapalit sa NBC. Muna natin
Sa NBC yung pera ko.
Okay, please mute first your microphone.
Hanggang sumang pala na ito.
Huling pick upin nyo kamo dito.
Okay, Cloma, can be Cloma, please off your microphone. Mute.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that's concludes our online activity. Okay, thank you for participating our traditional New Year's call to the Commander 22nd NGR. So this is Lieutenant Kimberly G. Jordan, Philippine Navy Reserve, 22nd NGR Logistics and Supply Officer. Okay, signing off. Good morning and mabuhay tayong lahat.
And Kim, can we have a picture muna?